Today we have a Hitachi auto-tuning radio, and it looks like it's a play on the Panasonic, right? There was we worked on in the past, the Panasonic. Well, that doesn't look good. The earphone jack is pushed in or something. What is that called? The Radar-matic? The Panasonic Radar-matic? Right, that was a... so this is like Hitachi's version of that. Let's put that on the side. The radio's in not bad condition, except too bad that the dial has this little crack in it right there. That kind of... that sucks. Ooh, look at this. There's a wire sticking out the bottom. There's a little crack right there. Ooh, that doesn't sound good either. There's like stuff floating around in it. What do you think that is? I don't know, we're going to open it in a minute, I guess. Anyway, it's an 8-transistor radio. It's a model TH-800. It runs on 4 penlight batteries. And there's a distance switch, local distance switch. I hope there are no dead batteries or leaking batteries in there. The tuning bar. There's a wind up. Yeah, see, it's pretty much the same. You wind it up. Yeah, you wind it up. It seems kind of stuck, but anyway, let's get this thing open and see what we got on the inside. Alright, so let's pull the cover off this thing and see what we got on the inside. Looks like there's just 2 Phillips screws. There's some stuff floating around in there. I don't know. And there's a wire hanging out. It's not looking too promising. But the case itself doesn't look too bad. You could tell, and you know, they started getting things cheaper. I mean, this isn't even real leather. It's fake, so you know, it's a shame things started getting cheap and it just went from there. None of this is real leather. Alright, let's see. Is there any more screws in there? There must be clips. The thing's broken on both sides. It looks like... Did I miss something? Oh, no, there it comes. Alright. What's this? What's going on here? There's a broken... What's this? Hang on a second. Oh my gosh, what's going on here? Oh, this isn't good. Not good at all. There's the headphone jack. What is this thing right here? Here's another kind of a little... Oh man. Yeah, that's not looking good. This looks like it was over here, probably. Yeah, that's because I could see pieces of it still there. Maybe it's all here. Maybe we can put this back together. This looks like a job for Shango, actually. This is definitely the kind of thing he would do. I wonder if it's all here. Is there anything else? The thing that concerns me is there's a broken coil. I guess we could try to maybe get it back together, but I don't know, where did it come from? Unless this is it right here and they already replaced it. Oh, actually well, I don't know. Oh, no, I see. Okay, it went right here. It went right here, so yeah, this is going to be bad. I don't know. I guess we could try to glue this board back together and get all the pieces back, all the connections back, and see what we can do. Here's a capacitor that was sitting in there, and it looks like it came out from right there, but I'm not sure. I wonder how hard it would be to get a schematic for this thing. Wow. Maybe I should just send this over to Shango 066. This is definitely up his alley. Oh, sorry about that. Wow. That's too bad. That's, I wonder what happened. This is kind of an interesting design, though. So this is the amplifier, and this was the IF. And yeah, that's kind of a cool, I guess, you know, it's pretty cool how it was designed. Alright, let's see if I can get a schematic for it. I don't know if I can get a schematic. If I can't get a schematic, I don't know, we'll have to figure something out. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll just send it over to Mr. Shango. He can mess with this. I bet you he could put this. I mean, I've seen him put stuff together that just unbelievable. This is probably nothing for him. It looks like it's all here. For the yeah, it looks like it's all here. Now, let's see if I can get a schematic, and then I'll be right back. Well, I was able to find the schematic and download it, and luckily I'd had these two images of the board, the two boards, so I went ahead and I made it a zoomed in photo of the circuit layout, and we can glue that back together and match the traces. So I think this will be okay. I think I can do this. I think so. I think let's see. Let's try to match it here. It looks like, so this piece went here. Is that so? Let's see. Yeah, this is here. This is that side. Yeah, I think we'll be okay. We just got to try to figure out how we're going to put all these pieces back together. So this is good. Should we crazy glue it, you think? Should we crazy glue like as minimal as we can? And then it looks like it's going to fit back together okay. The only, like I said, the thing that kind of worries me a little is this coil. The pieces are right here, but let's glue it together. Well, you know what? Maybe I should take. I don't know if I should take the pieces out yet. I'm not sure. Let me see. It's super glue. We've got super glue. I guess we could just try to do that first. Let's start at the very end here. Let me grab a piece of tissue here. Hold on. Just a little piece of a tissue, because I just want to use a minimal amount of glue that we have to. So let's see. If we do, we could, let's see. It's amazing to me how super glue works great on everything except when you want it to work. So we got this stuff here that seems to work. The way you're supposed to do it is you spray this on one half of what you're gluing and you put the glue on the other. When you put them together, it causes a reaction and it makes it a much stronger bond, and it makes it much quicker too. Even that works, see? Alright, so I mean, that's okay. That's glued. It's in there, and it's pretty much, except for right here, we got to put just a little tiny drop. on this side, unfortunately. Kind of fit on both ways. It glues to your finger pretty good. All right. It's a little, you know, it's a little bent, but I think the board itself is kind of bent. It's not, well, I don't want to break whatever this is. I don't know if there's a component in there or not. All right, let's get the middle piece here. So this coil as well has ripped off of the circuit, but it's not broken. So that's good. And it looks like only a couple of little parts. Let's do this for let's try to get that on there, and we'll do it the way it says to do that, and then we'll put the glue here just as minimal as we have to. I don't want to get it in the what do you call it, in the coil. That wouldn't be good. Okay, it hardened up pretty quick. It's kind of amazing how that stuff works. You can't even tell it's broken right there. Look at that. I think we're gonna work. I think this will work out. And if I mess it up worse, I'll still send it to Shango, and then he'll have to undo what I did before he can actually make it work. The coil, though, is a problem. That's going to be an issue. Getting another coil. Yeah, it's going to be kind of crazy. Am I good in the frame here? Yeah, I am. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Let's see. I'm just wondering if I should remove these pieces first before gluing this together, because this may be, you know, once you put glue on that, the glue migrates to the wrong place and may be very difficult to get the rest of that coil out of there. I mean, there's really not much more you can do. Yeah, I'm going to do that. The rest of this is pretty good, so I think we'll be okay. I think we'll be okay with that. I think we're gonna. Oh, what's this right here? Here's like a. Where did this come? There's a resistor hanging up right here, and it has like a trace still on the. So this should have been down in there, and I didn't see that, but I think it just goes in here. So we're gonna have to. We'll unsolder that and push it through. We'll have to see where that. In the circuit thing, is there? I don't think it showed the component side. It just. Okay, it wouldn't be on this. It would be on this. Let me put the cap back on this for a minute. Yeah, it just showed the. I mean, I guess I can just read it on the schematic, but I would like to have seen where those components came from. I guess you can kind of see it. There's not much to it. Is there another? Oh yeah, okay. I'm gonna say. Okay. This is the circuit right here. It shouldn't be too difficult. Wish I would have saw that resistor first. I could have put it back into the place. But I'm pretty sure it went through this second hole right here, because there's like a little tiny, I don't know if you can see that, there's like a little tiny piece of a trace still there. But where would it have connected to, though? I don't see where it would have, unless it connected to this. No, that's the other side. I don't know. I will have to figure that one out. We've got the other piece of the trace right there, so let's see if we can get it off without destroying it. Come on, get off. All right. Let's see if we can figure out where that went to. I guess we could look at the, what am I thinking? We can actually look at this and is this the, yeah, okay, this is this side. And that is like right, so this is that, and it's right behind it. Okay, so this piece, okay, it goes like that, see, and it connects to this right here. So that resist has to go through this hole right here. Okay, that's good, that's fine, we're good, we're actually good. Let's see, where's my long nose? The long nose. This is probably going to be a really long video for all you guys that don't like my long videos. Just a pre-warning. All right. Yeah. This it's kind of a shame, but I think it'll be fun. We'll get it. I don't want it to break. This resistor is going to wind up breaking. I don't want to keep bending it, but I can't. Okay, we got it back in the hole. You got to hold it a little better here. If we can wiggle that. There you go. Well, I tell you, it's stormy outside today. A very blustery day. It's weird that I abuse some of these pliers and they don't. They're not as precise in the tips as they should be. Let me bend this out of the way. I don't know what's in there. Something in that hole, and it's not allowing this to go all the. Okay, there it goes. It just broke through. A little bit of glue in that hole. That should be fine like that. That should be fine. There you go. So it needs to bend back this way. We'll have to figure out what all the connections were as well. We'll have to do that. I see there's something right there, and I'm assuming that was one of the connections that was missing. Let me see. This little piece right here could go, we could just actually put it back on. Let's see if we can get it. I don't have such great dexterity when it comes to doing like fine things like that, so we got to kind of be careful here. What happened? Did it push the resistor back up? It's so ridiculous. You know, it's amazing that we're gonna even get this back together at all, but it's kind of in a oh man, I gotta re-glue that now, since I busted it back in half because I bent it. But that's alright, because now I can get the resistor back in the hole. Alright, so now the resistor's in the hole. We'll have to glue this back again. Where is there's the resistor right there. Yeah, it looks like, let me see something. Let me just see. If we, so it's this one right here. I want to make sure. Because it looks like it came off of, it's the one in front of it, so we got to make sure we don't bridge the wrong thing. So the camera shut off for some reason, but all right, we're going to glue this back a second time, being real careful not to get glue into that what do you call it, into the coil. Let's just hold it there for a minute. Okay, it's back a second time. I don't think, yeah, on that one I didn't spray the stuff first. I should have did it this time, but oh well. Alright, so I'm going to try really hard to get this little piece of the trace back over the lead. Let's see. It's right here. So if we put this back over here like that, and then we could put a little dab of solder on that and just hold it in place. And then there's a lot less to solder back in place. No, get in there. Okay. Okay, so we just have to reconnect it to this. There's just a little tiny piece of it missing right there. We'll use like a little piece of wire across that. I think, let's see what we could use. We have these little, these are like wires that go in like a tone arm. We could use that, they're thin enough. But what I'll do is just strip it out and just use just a little piece of it, because that's a pretty small trace. Let me see, maybe I need to, let me grab one of these little jeweler screwdrivers and scratch the, we could scratch the, what do you call it, the covering away. Oh wait, you know what? I think it's just copper. There is no covering over that. Alright, that's good. Even better, even better. Even better. Alright, let's strip some of this wire. And we'll make a couple of connections. Come on. This wire is very, the insulation on it's very tight for some reason. I guess it's a special kind of a wire. Alright, let's see. Go ahead and we'll tin it. Alright, so now we can tin this piece right here. Okay. Then we'll put, let's see if we can do this. We'll do it this way. We'll put a little spot right there. How did that hold so much heat? It's amazing how long it's holding heat. Okay, and then it just has to come to the, make a left right here. Try to get it to look as much as we can like the original trace. Where's my little screwdriver? These little made by Bergen. These are Swiss-made jeweler screwdrivers, and unless you've used these real quality screwdrivers, you won't even understand what I'm saying, but they really work well. They really do work well. Alright, let's see. Okay, so we got it bent the way we want to. Add a little bit of heat to it, and then we'll just lop it right off. I didn't mean for that to happen, but oh well. It's amazing, like I said, the way that this holds heat. I need to get a, let me see if I have a circuit board. Hold on, I know I do, I just need to find it. So give me 1 second, I'll be right back. Alright, we're back. We're back. Alright. Let's see. Now I can hold it easier. Easier and better. There you go, much better. Okay. Very good, very good. This is one of those times where those little those dark blue handled cutters would work better. Alright, so that one's done. Now we need to get the last, let's put that over here for a minute. We need to get the last piece of the circuit board fixed. So this resistor is still good. It didn't break off. We're okay with that one. We got that one trace fixed. There's plenty more. We got to fix all the traces that were affected. It may look worse than it really is, but yeah, there's not too much. It's kind of surprising, but it's not too much. Let's see. I think we'll. I'd like to spray this on it. I don't want to just spray it all over the thing, but we'll do it this way. And yeah, this way I don't get it all over everything, because that's enough. Let's move the tools over, the solder over. Put a little dab of this stuff on here. That's where the coil is right there. We're gonna have to unsolder that, so you guys know how when you heat up super glue, it winds up the fumes that come off it. Alright. The board is still, it has a bend to it, but the pieces went back together straight. But who knows what happened to this thing. Anyway, you know what, we're going to try to, we'll try to use the solder remover. Where's the plug? Where is, oh, here it is. Try to use the solder and get the remains of that coil. We're going to have to do something with that. But this will be the hardest part, I think, and we'll just resolder it back in here. Yeah, I think it'll be okay. I think we'll be able to do it. Except for that coil. That coil is going to be the only... we'll have to figure out what that is. I don't know. It's got white paint on it, but it probably had its original color. Well, you know what? I don't even know if I have. I have to try to take coil out of something, maybe. I don't know if I even have coils. Unless I can open this and find the little wires, maybe. I doubt it, but we could try it. Looks like there's going to be 5 wires on this one. That's going to be a toughie. It's definitely going to be a toughie. Alright, let's see if I can get the rest of that out of there. At least these pieces. It was actually broken in half. The bottom of the coil was actually broken in half. I mean, it looks like that may be half of it. Let's see. Where's my little jewelry screw? Let's use a bigger one. I don't want to damage those little tiny screwdrivers are very very fragile. But as well, I'm taking classes on watch repair, so hopefully I'll be able to do that soon. Maybe make some videos on that as well. Alright, let's see if I can get, let's see which side did I unsolder. This side here. See if I can get that out of there. Yep, it's coming out easily. There you go. That's the one side, so that's fine. It'll work. We'll get it good. That's part of that coil. Alright, hang on one second. Hang on, I'm being summoned. Hang on. Alright, we're back. Alright, so let's get the other half of that coil out of there. Let's see. We're going to get the other half of the bottom piece of that coil out of there. And this one looks like it has 3 connections. I'm thinking if I tried to use solder wick on this, it would probably just tear it apart because it's very fragile as it is. Come on. Okay, it looks like it's good. I'll tell you, that Hako 703 solder station, it's old, but it works great. It works really, really good. And it looks like we still have to do a little more unsoldering on the one side there. I think we can just use the regular soldering iron and get... Where is it here? It's this here? I don't remember. Is it? Oop. Oh, it just came out. Alright, never mind. A little extra pressure made it come right out. Okay. If we hold it up to the light, yeah, all the holes are clear. This is a very busy looking circuit board, so it's hard to really tell. So this is going to be the only issue here, is going to be that little coil. So I guess for right now, we can put that on the side, and let's try to solder all of these connections back together. I think that would probably be the wise thing to do at this point. We'll just go ahead and do that. Come on, get in there. Maybe it'd be better if I did it. Yeah, there you go. It works better like that. All right. So we're going to make sure using this. This makes it really easy because we got this schematic, the paper. So now it makes it a lot easier. And we're still in the frame, so we're good. We can move everything over a little. Alright, so we got something right here, and it looks like it just goes to that, but let's see. Do I have it, which way do I have it? Do I have it the upside down way? No, here's this. So no, we're the right way. We're the right way. Let's see. So there's that. So right on the other side, it looks like. Okay, so it's the coil, and it goes. Let's see. It's this one right here. Okay. It looks like an easy one right there. It just looks, we got to bend that up that way a little. And then a little bit of solder right there. And that'll fix that connection. Okay, that one's done. I mean, this whole thing is kind of messy anyway. You know, it's really not okay. What else? What else? We got to kind of study it. It's a lot harder to see now that I glued the pieces back together. It's a lot harder to see. But you know, it seems to have broken like around the traces, so there wasn't that many traces that were broken. But it looks like this one right here, unless this was not connecting to anything. No, it was. Okay, so this connection right here looks like it has to connect to right here. So, right, is that correct? There's a resistor across it, but so this connection here needs to connect to this. Let's see if I'm right. It's so hard to see. Am I in the frame here? I hope so. Yeah, I am. Alright. So, this one coil, let's see. Yeah, so here, so this one it needs to connect to here. Yeah. Okay. So we need to get a jumper from, where's that piece of phono. Every time I say the word phono, I think of radio TV phono. Radio TV phono. Phono, this is phono, I ripped it. Phono arm wire. I went to, somebody had gave me a call. This lovely young lady had given me a call saying that her dad had passed away, and they had a storage unit that was full of all kinds of electronics, but she didn't really think that it was good electronics, that it was just kind of junk, but she wasn't sure, and asked me if I wanted to come and take a look. So I did. Most of the stuff, honestly, you know, I appreciate everything. Most of the stuff was really junk, but in there was just tons of this phono arm wiring, just tons of it. I don't know how many record players that guy, her dad, had parted out to get so many wires like that, but he did. And hang on, let me get this lump of solder off there. And at first I wasn't going to take it, but then I thought, you know, that's kind of a specialty wire. And I sent Radio TV Phono Nut a message asking if he wanted the wire. There was a bunch of old cartridges and stuff in there too. And I asked him if he wanted that wire and those old phono cartridges and stuff, but he never did respond. And you know, and I get it. I think it's kind of creepy maybe to have some strange guy out of nowhere just try to get a hold of you and offer you stuff, so it's all right. It's okay. I still have most of it. Stay on there, please. All right. Yeah, I still have most of that stuff. Like the wire actually, like for stuff like this, it works great because it's so thin and it's very flexible. That wire is extremely flexible. The only problem is when you try to do, and we're almost there actually. I just want to make good connection there. There you go. But the fact that it's so thin allows you to use it for stuff like this. There you go. You know, you could try to just put a lump of solder across some of these, but I think this is better to do it like this, to put a little jumper across. This way you know for sure it ain't going to move. Alright, so that's done. Let's see. It was right across over here, right in here. Let's do right here first. So right here, this corner was cracked off right here. So, okay, so this was, let's see. We've got this connection here that kind of goes across. So I don't know. I mean, everything is so tight now, so it doesn't look, I mean, it looks like it's solid, but you never really know. So I'm just going to resolder in this corner right here. Okay, that's one. Let me see. It's kind of underneath the plastic piece from the holder. And I don't want to. Okay, that's good. That's fine, actually. That's fine. The one next to it doesn't look like there's anything on it, but the third one here, there's a piece is still in the circuit board, so we're going to have to get. Maybe I was going to pull it out of there and try to put it back, but I was thinking, because we're going to have to work on this, I was thinking maybe just putting wires to that long enough where we can get to the back side, because we're going to have to try to figure out that coil, and I'm sure we're going to have to go back and forth. So soldering it back into place is probably not going to be a good idea. So I have to think about that for a second. Anyway, all right, so the crack goes up to the third hole here. So this one, and all right, we're back. The camera shut off again. This right now we're actually using that Nikon, what is it, the W300 or whatever, the camera that I had repaired. I think the last video I had put out. This is the camera that we're using right now. This is kind of the test run. And we're doing it in 4K, so we'll see how that works. I'm assuming that I can upload 4K videos. I don't know. We're going to find out, though. Anyway, so the second connection here is going to be this right here, and okay, that one looks so the first one is just here, and that one looks okay. So I think that's good for now. That's good on that side. And then second one was the middle crack where we were just working. I guess we can just kind of reflow right here a little bit just in case. And it's right there. This is the piece we just did. That one is okay. We did that one, and it comes up right there, and that's one we did, so this one should be okay. Just kind of give it a little touch of, oof, that's super glue. Yeah, oof. Man. Alright, and then the last side is right here. And that's where that coil was, but I could see a crack right here. So we need to solder right here. This right here. We're just going to put a lump of solder across right there. Just make it really thick. Okay. Let's see. Okay. That's one piece. There's we're not going to touch, I'm not going to touch where the coil is yet, because we have to, we still have to figure out what we're going to do with that coil. And this right here looks okay. I think that's really about it besides the coil. So here's the three. What was right here? It looks like something was broken off. Unless it's, oh no, it's just maybe it's just a connection that went to the main circuit. We'll have to see about that one. That was a capacitor, right? There was a cap that was sitting in there. What did we do with that capacitor? Here it is right here. So where did this go? What is this? It's a 10 microfarad at 5 volts, and it's crushed. Now where did that come out of, though? Did that come off of this board? I don't know. I don't know. The thing is, yeah, I don't know. There's I assume this is the oscillator coil right here. Right, so here, let's see. Where did that capacitor even come from? This, I don't know. I don't know. There's that. I was thinking that was the detector diode, but there's another glass diode right here, so I wonder if, I don't know, I will have to figure that out. But on the same hand, where did that, I don't know if that cap, well, right here shows R3, right? And let's see, is that the right way? Well, no, it would be this way. I'd be holding it this way, so it was upside down. Am I doing this the right way? Yeah, it looks like it. There's a cap right here, and it shows right there right on the post. And let's see. There's the diode. There's the diode right there. There's two caps right here. Now, I keep confusing myself because I flip it upside down, and we gotta, you know. Oh, wait a second. Oh no, it's been fixed already. I don't know. We'll have to do a little more research here to figure out where this cap came out of, unless it's a little black. Are the other caps in here little and black? I don't even see any electrolytics on here. What about, and there are little black electrolytics in here, so I'm assuming we've got a couple of ripped, oh no, that's not, I don't know what that is. But where this wire came off, and there's a blue wire right there, so it must have been connected to this. We're gonna, as another wire right here, we're gonna have to figure out where those wires go. And a yellow wire. That's gonna be fun, but I guess we could do it from the schematic. We should be okay. Anyway, I think, I'm pretty sure, if I could figure out where this capacitor goes, I just wonder if it came, I wish that we had if we only had a view of the component side, well, it would make it a lot easier. You know, like the, what do you call it, like the SAMs. I wonder if there is a SAMs on this radio. If there is, because SAMs does that, they give you a nice view of the component side. And you could see, you know, right off the bat, if there's a cap is missing, you'd see it. But what I was doing, I was looking for, so the leads are here, I was looking for I was looking for the, what do you call it, the holes, you know, but I don't really see any. You know, right here is where I took out that coil. So there's 3, there's the 2, what's right there? See, I don't know. The coil went in there. It doesn't look like it. I just don't know. I don't know. Maybe it doesn't even need to be in there. Maybe it's a cap that doesn't need to be in there. Could it have come off of somewhere else in here? Like right here or something? You know, actually it should, let's see, this is that circuit, right? Yeah, that's the middle. I think it shows it from the other side, though, right? Yeah. Yeah, it's actually from the other way, so flipped upside down, which even makes it more confusing. I guess we can, there's no parts list, though. I was going to say we could look, see if we can find a 10, or what did I say was 10 microfarad? It's kind of crushed, but you can kind of read it. It looks like a 10 at 5 volts. So we could just find 10 at 5 volts. All, you know, I'm sure there's going to be more than one, but it seems like a pretty common value for these radios. But some of these don't even have values. This one may be because it's inside of the coil, so. Yeah, I don't know. Not sure about that one. Okay, I don't want to. So I guess for right now we're gonna end right here, since we got. I think this is good. I think we're good. We'll go ahead in the next video. We'll put wires to this and reattach it in here, and see if we can figure out what kind of coil goes in there and see where that capacitor goes. So for right now, I think we're going to end right here, and that'll be that. And if I could figure out where that capacitor came from, we'll do that. I hope this, it doesn't look like this was damaged at all. But you know, it doesn't really look like there's anything else missing from here. I just want to make sure. It's so hard to, it's really hard to, there's right in here, see right in here, there's two little holes right here, and I wonder if that's where this came from. I don't know if you can see that or not, but right in here, right, those two right there. So let's just take one quick look before we end it. Let's take one quick look here. So let's see, it would be on the side of where the coil is, right? So it would be this way. We have to hold it this way. And it would be in this side right here. And this is the coil that's missing right now. And right behind it, let's see, there's a transistor right here, which is this. And where is it? So it would be right next to it, and that doesn't show anything there, so it doesn't go there. Yeah, it doesn't go there, because this is that's the transistor right there. This is the coil that's missing. And I don't see a capacitor, so I don't know what those two holes are, but they're not that this thing, they're not this, whatever this is, and I'm not even sure that this goes to this radio. I know it was just laying inside it. Boy, I wish it would be simpler, but yeah, I just don't know. Maybe it came off of, there's a couple of places where it could have come off of on here, so we'll have to pull this out and see if maybe it came out of here. Alright, so for right now we're going to stop. I think we're pretty good on this board. We're going to, like I said, we'll go ahead and we'll get some wires to this so we can wire it into that, and then we can play with this. And, you know, with different coils, I have to try to find some kind of coil for this to replace that. And we'll see how that works out. Alright. Thanks everybody for watching. And if this interests you, come back for part 2. We're gonna get this thing working. I'm pretty sure we're gonna make this thing work. So and if I can't, we're gonna send it on off to Shango and let him do it, because I know he can get it to work. Alright. Thanks for watching, and come back for part 2. Be safe, people, and if I don't see you guys again, have happy holidays, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks, be safe, and so long. Bye-bye.